Well, our August Spotlight professional is here this morning, Adam Bartoszek. Let's hear Adam's story and why he's being honored from Eyewitness News anchor Jeff Russo.
I love improving the quality of life for my own community. It's a part of my soul, you know.
Improving the lives of individuals in need. It's what drives Adam Bartoszek each and every day.
You bring people together for one goal and one purpose, and you can do some amazing things.
The Cheektowaga native and graduate of Buffalo State, Bartoszek has been the Director of VolunteerWNY for the last 8 years, where he works to connect more than 10,000 volunteers with meaningful opportunities to address critical needs throughout the region.
Essentially, we work with about 560 nonprofit, faith-based, and governmental entities, allow them to post their volunteer opportunities on a database, and volunteers can connect with those electronically.
Bartoszek also works to secure important funding through grants and organizes large community service projects, including beds for Buffalo.
You take rough cut lumber and you turn it into a bed for a child, which is amazing. We're doing 150 beds this year, and that's been donated to all children and families across the region, not only Niagara, Erie, but also the southern tiers. I've been a part of these projects for 8 years. This is the one project where it's been truly meaningful and such an impact.
Outside of work, Bartoszek is also involved in a variety of causes, including his work with the New York State Hockey Officials Association, where he officiates 100 games a year.
Being on the ice is great. You know, you learn a lot too. It's something that I think you're never above the game. Hockey always makes you humble.
Using his passion for public service to make a difference in his hometown.
You know, this has been a wonderful fit for me, and it's worked out very well. And every day I love coming to work. I love doing what I do.
Adam Bartoszek, a rising young star in Western New York, and the BN360 Spotlight Professional for August.
We love wonderful stories about Western New Yorkers and the work they do, and Adam just personifies that. Congratulations on this honor.
Thank
Were
you
you
so
probably
much.
surprised that you got this?
Absolutely,
But
of course.
what a wonderful story that you have to share. And Adam, it sounds like it's so gratifying to be helping people.
Absolutely. I think with the work that I do, I get to see change take place immediately, and we're able to bring together people from all walks of life, all backgrounds. And when you experience that, where you take a group of individuals that has never worked before together, and you collectively work at a goal to accomplish something that the community truly needs, or a common goal, it's very powerful. Mm-hmm. And that's something that we're able to do not only at my agency, the Service Collaborative, but my program, VolunteerWNY.
Yeah, now let's talk about that for a second, because I'm sure you are as inspired as I was watching that. How can people help you and help this organization?
Sure. So, you know, the Service Collaborative essentially is an agency where we allow individuals to serve their community, whether that might be through at-risk youth programming or AmeriCorps programming, but we also allow individuals to serve the community through volunteerism. And that is essentially the entity that we offer, VolunteerWNY.org, which is a website where you can connect with opportunities across the region. You can search based on your availability, your skill set, your interest area. It's all right there. We have about 560 nonprofit, faith-based, and governmental entities posting all their volunteer opportunities online. So it's a great way to connect with resources in the community.
And you know, now with the kids going back to school, we might have parents and grandparents who now have that extra time. And with so many opportunities to volunteer, you'll find something that fits your schedule.
Absolutely. We're able to accommodate, you know, needs that anybody might have, whether those are individual as well as groups or teams. We see it all. We have corporate teams that come on the website and locate and identify opportunities. So it's just a great resource for the community.
It's fantastic. Also, some new goods can be donated as well.
Absolutely. We have this fantastic initiative that we launched last year called Beds for Buffalo. And all that information is actually on our website, tscwny.org, that my agency, where we're seeking out items and furnishings for the beds that we're actually building. Volunteers building beds from rough cut lumber and transforming it into beautiful beds for children that are really going to be able to utilize and take the individuals who are experiencing poverty.
Adam, what's it like when you get to deliver one of those beds or any of these kinds of wonderful goods to our neighbors in Western New York?
It's great because, you know, the levels of childhood poverty are actually really high in the area, and poverty in general is very high in our region. So it's just a great way to address a common problem that we have. And it's a great way to incorporate the community and really advocate based on the children and the poverty levels and try to address that.
And we want to thank you and everybody who volunteers, makes those beds, makes everything that you create over there. And I mean, think about something as basic as a child's bed. You really start to understand the poverty situation here in Western New York.
Yeah, and you know, we believe that every child deserves a bed through that initiative, and that's something that we set out to do. And you know, I thought it might have been a little crazy at first launching an initiative like this, but taking rough cut lumber and transforming it with just community volunteers. But we're able to do that in-house, and you know, if we can offer that community and we can bring people together, that's a win for everybody.
Well, having you on our show is a win too, because it's an opportunity for everybody to see the kind of work that we're doing in West New York and the kind of people that we have here who would make sure that kids are getting a decent night's sleep at night because they're getting a new bed and things like that. Listen, if you want to get in touch with Adam's organization, it's tscwny.org. But the partnership also brings us these wonderful people who are doing such great work in Western New York. And you can simply go to thepartnership.org and get more information about Adam's organization. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Adam Bartoszek, everybody, doing a great job.